Showtime! The Capital G show starts right now.
What's up YouTube, Capital G here. We're asking the question in this video, is it being a jerk to ask your opponent to play faster when playing against Nekroz, assuming of course that you aren't playing the deck yourself. Now just so everybody knows, it is widely known that a lot of Nekroz players have a horrible tendency to take forever to do even the most basic of plays. And a lot of times, I mean, it is somewhat understandable because the deck has so many options at its disposal at any given time, and it's fairly easy to misplay and or search the wrong card and end up losing because of said misplay. But it does beg the question, just how much time should you give your opponent before asking them to politely play just a little bit faster? We all know that Nekroz have a huge advantage over, I mean, I'm going to say every deck in the format, at least the competitive ones inherently. And I would say that that advantage gets even larger when you talk about playing in time, because I mean, Nekroz does have a searchable Battle Fader and Valkyries, and they don't play any cards that require a life point cost, unlike a deck like Cleefort, which is completely full of them. Also, this deck doesn't technically need to attack to inflict battle damage, much like the rank 4 XC based decks like Yosenju and Satellar Knights. This deck has access to MegaCapitalG, so this does sometimes lead to speculation that often Nekroz players will intentionally play slower and attempt to get decks like Yosenju and Cleefort in the time where obviously they would have a much better chance than having to grind out a victory where the opposing player may have less life points, but they may have a lot more resources, or they may just have a game state where they've got their opponent completely locked down. Now, obviously, intentionally slow playing is against the rules. In fact, you can even get like disqualified from an event for that. Usually they'll give you one warning and then after that you start getting game losses. But the thing is, it's really difficult to prove someone's intent to slow play. So I'm just wondering what everybody's opinions on this, because Konami has never technically specified the maximum amount of time that a player can have in one turn. So what do you guys consider enough time to complete a turn? And I'm honestly not trying to sound like a dick here, but I kind of feel like 3 minutes is the magic number. I feel like even if my opponent is about to do something crazy, once you get to that 3-minute mark, I'm just like, Judge, this guy's taking forever to do things, because I'm not trying to rush my opponent, but you also have to take into consideration the other matches or the other games that we might have to play, and then the fact that we have to shuffle before playing those games. We may have to leave ourselves time to side deck, and then just any other things that come up. So I feel like in under 3 minutes, you really should be able to pretty much do even the most complicated of moves with even the most complicated of decks. And just to be clear, I'm not trying to single out Nekroz players, because some of you guys may say, well, Capital G, Spirit Beast, it takes them forever to do anything. And the deck is very similar to Infernity, where some of its turns can just take forever. But what I've noticed in watching Spirit Beast is usually those turns are only once or twice in a match, like, or once per twice in a game. And then the rest of the Spirit Beast players will be pretty much like routine, or they'll be pretty simple, maybe only take 20-30 seconds to complete. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always. Subscribing makes life happy.